Yehovah Svaot Elohim, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I'll ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power, authority, and with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, now, behold. 2 Kings chapter 25. So in the 9th year of his reign, in the 10th month, on the 10th day of the month, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, marched against Jerusalem with his entire army. He set up camp against it and built siege towers against it on every side. The city remained under siege into the 11th year of King Zedekiah. On the 9th day of the 4th month, from when the famine in the city was so severe that there was no food for the people in the land, they broke through into the city. All the soldiers fled by night through the gate between the two walls near the king's garden. Because of the Kasdim were surrounding the city, the king took the route through the Arava. But the army of the Kasdim went in pursuit of the king and overtook him on the plains near Jericho. All his troops deserted him. Then they took the king, brought him up to the king of Babel in Rivlah, where they passed judgment on him. They slaughtered his sons before his eyes. Then they put out Zedekiah's eyes, bound him in chains, and carried him off to Babel. In the 5th month of the 7th day of the month, which was also the 19th year of King Nebuchadnezzar's king of Babel, Nebuchadnezzar, the commander of the guard and the officer of the king of Babel, entered Jerusalem. He burned down the house of Yehovah, the royal palace, and all the houses in Jerusalem. Every notable person's house he burned to the ground. The whole army of the Kasdim, who were in the commander of the guard, broke down the walls of Jerusalem on every side. Nebuchadnezzar, the commander of the guard, then deported the remaining population of the city, the deserters who were defected, and the king of Babel, and the rest of the common people. But the commander of the guard left some behind, the poor people from the land, to be vineyard workers and farmers. The Kasdim smashed the bronze columns in the house of Yehovah, also the trolleys and the bronze sea that were in the house of Yehovah, and carried their bronze to Babel. They also took away the pots, shovels, snuffers, pans, and all the bronze articles that had been used for worship. The commander of the guard took the censers, the sprinkling bowls, everything made of gold and everything made of silver, the bronze in the 2 columns, and the 1 sea, the bases, all of which Shlomo had made for the house of Yehovah, was more than could be weighed. The height of 1 column was 31.5 feet. On it was the capital of bronze, 5.25 feet high, with netting and pomegranates all around the capital. All of the bronze, the 2nd column, was similar also with netting. The commander of the guard took prisoner Syria, the chief Kohen, Zechariah, the 2nd ranking Kohen, and the 3 doorkeepers. From the city he took an official in charge of the soldiers, 5 close associates of the king, who had been found in the city, the army's commander secretary in charge of the military conscription, and 60 of the common people found in the city. Nebuzaradan, the commander of the guard, took them and brought them to the king of Babel in Rivlah. There in Rivlah, in the land of Hamath, the king of Babel put them to death. Thus Yehuda was carried away captive out of his land. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, appointed Gedaliah, the son of Achikam, the son of Shaphan, governor over the people remaining behind in the land of Yehuda, after he left. When all the army officers and their men heard that the king of Babel had made Gedaliah governor, they came to Gedaliah in Mitzpah, Yishmael, the son of Netaniah, Yochanan, the son of Karich, Seriah, the son of Tankumet, the Nephtoni, and Yaazanyehu, the son of Maakati, there and their men, taking an oath. Gedaliahu said to them, "Don't be afraid of the servants of the Casdim. Just live in the land and serve the king above all, and things will go well with you." But in the 7th month, Yishmael, the son of Netaniah, the son of Elishama, a royal blood, came with 10 men and assassinated Gedaliah and the Judeans and Casdim who were with him in Mizpah. In the wake of all this, all kinds of people, great and small, as well as the army officers, set out and went to Egypt, because they were afraid of the Casdim. In the 37th year of captivity of Yehoiachin, king of Yehuda, in the 12th month, in the 27th day of the month, Evil-Merodach began his reign as king above all. And in his first year he commuted the sentence of Jehoiachin, king of Yehuda, and released him from prison. He treated him with kindness and gave him a throne higher than those of the other kings, there with him above all. So Jehoiachin no longer had to wear prison clothes. Moreover, he was provided with food as long as he lived, and he was granted a daily allowance by the king to spend on his other needs for as long as he lived. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading the 25th and last chapter of 2 Kings? We can trust Yehovah for protection. Aim to live a life full of eternal purpose, pleasing Yehovah with your obedience to his written commands. Serve Yehovah wholeheartedly. Fear Yehovah only. Treat others with kindness. Aim to give good gifts to others. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can treat others with kindness. Bear one another's burdens. We can aim to give good gifts to others. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, self-control. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete.